Damn. I need a heart in order to open it.
I have a heart. Do you want it?
Ew. No.
So, who remembers I'm Scared? You know, I'm Scared, that short little hour-long indie horror game from 2012 with the cute pixelated art style that makes creepy files on your computer while you're playing it and terrorizes you with white face. You know what, white face? You're not scary. Oh god. Okay, maybe you're a little scary now. Oh my god, he's Godzilla. So it turns out, just recently, I'm Scared was actually remade. It was re-released on Steam in early 2016, and it's a much longer game now, with more rooms, more puzzles, more story, and more spooky pixelated things to chase you down hallways and break your eardrums with stupid loud noises. Yeah, warning, don't play this game if you have ears. Actually, if there is something I didn't like about the original I'm Scared, it was definitely the presence of loud, noisy, ear-shattering sound effects. I'm not a fan of jump scares generally, especially not the kind that rely on blaring, high-pitched audio chiming in unexpectedly after a total empty silence. I mean, that's not scary. It's just fucking annoying. And sadly, I'm Scared does have that. It has a little bit of it, but not a whole lot of it. Aside from the couple dumb jump scares, the original I'm Scared was actually a really cool game. Made by the developer Even Zanotti in 2012, I'm Scared was a big title in the indie scene a few years back. Pretty much known as the game that officially popularized pixel horror. It made it kind of a thing for there to be these horror games with simple, basic pixelated graphics, and it used them to its advantage. I'm Scared proved that any game could be scary, with the right design, the right mood, and the right touch of sounds, sights, and eerie little dark ideas. Basically, the game took place in a house. It starts out in this bedroom, which has a bloody wardrobe in it, and a locked door with the word exit in all caps. If you tried to open the door, the game would say, I need a heart in order to open it. So you'd go down to the basement, and down there, you'd find a room made of wet flesh. Then you'd find a pulsating heart on the ground, and then the game would end because Whiteface would get you. After this, things would get more interesting. The game would leave messages for you on your computer, making files and opening images without your permission. Then, next time you'd open the game, something completely different would be going on. You'd be getting chased by Whiteface in a parking lot, or you'd be exploring a different house with many rooms, and Whiteface would be watching you. Always watching you. Like I said, the original game didn't last very long. It was only about 10 minutes to an hour. But if there's one thing I really liked about it, it was pretty damn uncomfortable to play. For how silly and how short it was, I remember being surprised by just how suspenseful the game managed to feel. Mostly thanks to the weird, unpredictable, disgusting sound design.
I think it sounds nice.
I think, you need to get out of my video. Because I don't want you in my video.
I want you in my video.
Get out.
Oh, get out! Is that what I should do? Get out! Alright then, I'll get out. See you later, Jordan. Oh wait, that's right. You don't know the way out. And I don't know the way out either. But at least I have a fucking heart!
Now, when I first heard I'm Scared was getting remade, honestly, I didn't like the idea. I thought the original I'm Scared was pretty much perfect the way it was. It was a free game you could share with anyone. It was creepy and effective. And in my opinion, it was just as long as it ever needed to be. If Evan was really gonna expand on the game and make it longer, change the ending and everything, and add things to it, I was pretty sure he was gonna ruin it. Or at least ruin the charm of it, you know? But you know what? After playing it, not only do I think the I'm Scared remake is better, but I can't even picture playing the original anymore. So the remake starts out with this title screen, which at first I didn't like because, well, I'm Scared was creepier without a title screen. But hey, I do like that new weird theme song. After after the title screen, the game is pretty much the same as it was before. You actually don't see any of the new content until you get to the end of the original story. So it's more like an expansion pack than a remake. Now at the end of the original, you come across a long black room with a whole lot of empty space inside. And at the end of the room, you suddenly find a chair, a noose hanging from the ceiling, and Whiteface himself, floating in the air and looking very happy to see you. Then you kill yourself. And that's it. That's how the original game ends. You literally just kill yourself. There's nothing else you can do. See, I always assumed this game was just about some demented person running around their house and then hanging themselves after going mad from depression or something. Maybe Whiteface is depression. I mean, every time you go somewhere outdoors in this game, you end up back in your house, just walking around in the basement. It's very psychological and weird. But now in the new game, that hanging room is just the beginning. After killing yourself, you immediately start ending up in strange new locations, like an abandoned grocery store, a subway, a garden maze, and even a dark machine room with pipes, fans, and moving walkways carrying you into black nothingness. You also encounter new entities aside from Whiteface. Jesus, hanging puppet ghost monkey! You scared me. Don't do that. Whoa, what is that? Woman? That is a woman. There is now a woman involved in this story. This woman seems to be everywhere in the game, actually. There are photos of her on the wall, she chases you around all over the place, and you even come across her gravestone at one point. What does it mean? I don't know, maybe you killed your wife and buried her in the backyard, and that's why you're going crazy. You monster. One thing I really adore about I'm Scared is that, even though it's a completely new game, it still keeps the tone and spirit of the original alive and kicking every second. Despite all the new areas you explore, you still always end up back in your house, as if you've never left and never will leave. Every time the game shuts down on you or does something odd, you still feel the need to check your desktop to see if Whiteface has left any new text documents or other random files. The game still messes with your head a lot, trying to trick you and deceive you in any situation it possibly can. There are a ton of cool new puzzles that'll make you think outside the box, outside the game itself most of the time. Like in one puzzle, the game left me a text map that I had to consult in order to figure out where to go. In another puzzle, I literally remember having to alter something on my computer settings just to get past it. It's a little annoying and a little gimmicky, I'll admit, but it's still a neat idea when it comes to the concept of meta horror. Certainly not something you see every day. Also, while the game does still have a few stupid jump scares, it also has a ton of new creepy moments that are legitimately unsettling. Like this hallway, for instance. First, when you come through this hallway, the paintings are all black. But then when you have to walk down the hallway a second time, you see this. Scary painting ladies that live in paintings. Please don't take me to your painting world, ladies. I don't want to live there with you. And the suspense when nothing happens. Why is nothing happening? What is this? What is this? What am I looking at? And why is nothing happening? I'm Scared. That's the name of the game. Play it. It's worth the $4. You should play it, and you should also play it all the way to the end, and then get the achievement so you can unlock the secret ending. Thank you, and good night.
I'm Jordan, and I review video games on YouTube for a living. These are my Patreon supporters. They support me on Patreon. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them.